Okay, I don't know what's going to come out here. This is probably called the last song. He had a letter come through today. Written by the very devil herself. It said, "We're taking your children away. Better take your memories off the shelf." He asked himself, oh, how could this come to be? This unjust infamy afflicting all. He knows the children are crying to the court, "We want to go back and live with our daddy." Dead words thrown up against a stone wall. He thinks back on when the Zoom call went out. Judge sitting there, bigotry personified. You can see the look in his eyes, thinking, oh, I don't like people like you. I'm not a judge, I'm human scum. I'm gonna take you for a ride. He remembers showing the judge pictures of some horrendous abuse and asking, how's a 7-year-old boy going upstairs for his dinner and come back with a swollen lip? Three times he held the picture up to the zoom lens. 3 times he asked the question. Not once did the judge answer it. Oh, they're settled now in their new home, he replied with a viper's tongue. Settled? But they've only been there for 8 weeks. They were here for 8 years. Friends, family, place that they called home. Invisible words, what he speaks. And the viper sitting there on the other end of the line, smirking all over her face. Twisted look on her lips, and fresh blood still on her knuckles. I'd love to see you in pain, her eyes said. As the judge spoke, you could hear him accompanied by her arcane chuckles. Look how thin he's got, the man said, holding up a picture of an emaciated boy. He doesn't look emaciated to me, said the scum judge. How would he know? He'd never seen him before. What kind of judgment is this? This is an opinion. I'm showing you facts. Vermin, once they're set in their trenches, they don't budge. I presided over the massacre of the innocents, his eyes said. I'll before. Tomorrow I might even do it again. He said to the man, yeah, you got facts, you got proof, you got evidence. So goddamn what? It's not me who feels the children's pain. And you live in a land where there's no legal aid. So you got no one to fight your side. Yeah, she emptied your bank accounts before she fled in the night to her drug dealer boyfriend. And that's all right. I'm going to make a rule and say that you can see them for 1 weekend a month. You got to share half of every school holiday. How many times did she stick to the judge's ruling? Not once. The man wrote to the courthouse. No reply came his way. Children abandoned, left in the house alone, feeding themselves at 7 and 6 years old. Three broken toes on the boy in 2 years. He shed a million tears. And the girl said to her father once, Mummy never speaks, she just always shouts. Just then the door burst open and a blazing banshee roared in. She'd been listening with one ear pressed up against it, like the dirt she is. So hard and said, that's the last time I'm going to let you speak to him. The man he went up to visit. She attacked him in the car park of the hotel. Children in hysterics in the car. Shocked hotel staff and visitors staring open-jawed. She said, I'll stop you seeing them again forever if you tell. She said, you will understand this is an unbalanced justice system. Now give me some more cash. My boyfriend's got a deal going down. Oh, he's crossed the county lines. Some men are coming, lining up. Introduce him to a crash. She bled him dry then, and she's still doing it to this very day. Don't send the children money, send it to me. I'll put it in my bank account just like I've done with all their holiday money. You can hear laughter. She said, I'll look after it carefully. The man he'd fought so hard on the disease that afflicted him. One too many anger blows had landed on him and damaged him beyond Misdiagnosed by the NHS as another 2,000 work. Reported it to his MP and the BBC. Neither one cared. The meter was running and he couldn't see the end in sight. He tried to fight it, but it was a losing battle. Trying to make their future secure as best as he could. They were like sacrificial cattle. You can still feel the tension of the first heart attack. Pressure building up in his chest for so many days. And he was sitting on the chair and he just keeled over and he hit the floor. He remembers thinking, well, the Lord sure moves in mysterious ways. Keeping those children safe. And what did they ever do to deserve this? Name me a single sin that a 7 and an 8-year-old ever did commit. Luckily he had an aspirin in his pocket. He managed to get it in his mouth. I remember him staring at the ceiling, clutching his chest and said, "No, I can't quit." I was on a waiting list for some 2 years. He's still waiting now. NHS. Someone said to him that stands for not heroes. Scum. Hypocritic oath. Hypocritical vow. He didn't care so much for himself. And I know that's true. But what happened to them when he's gone? Just last week the boy had a temperature 39.6 for 3 days. He texted his father and begged him for food. He said, "I don't know where Mummy is. For 2 days she's been gone." The man called his son on FaceTime and said, "Well, what the heck's happening up there?" "Oh, my sister has been kept off school to look after me." But she's only 8 years old. And there's no food in the house that she can make. Daddy. Turns out the mother was in her bedroom for 3 days straight. Whatever she was on, oh man, she looked so bad. Children said to the father, "If Mummy dies, we can come and live with you." And we're both glad. The father, well, he'd only just got out of hospital himself 2 days beforehand. And they said to him, "Well, you've waited 2 years now to get a diagnosis. Here it is, run by a 2023 calendar. You're in palliative stage. Don't skimp on the painkillers. That's how it is. The father, he sold off his favorite guitar. Got a lousy price, better put some cash in the bank. He was Ubering food to the children twice a day. Did she give him any thanks? He remembers on the Friday, the son said, "I think he's here now, Daddy." And he rushed downstairs to open the front room door, the house door. Well, it wasn't his takeaway meal that had just arrived. Standing there, two of his teachers, he saw. Father listened to the entire conversation because his son was still on FaceTime. "How are you?" the teachers asked the boy. "Well, I'm feeling a bit better. I'll be back at school on Monday," he replied. "Oh, good," they said. "We're overjoyed." Did they ask where his mother was? Oh no, they did not. Did they ask if he'd seen a doctor? Because he hadn't been in school for a month at that point. No. But they asked to come in the house and have a look around and see how they were looking and if there's any fruit in the fridge. Are they worth taxpayers' money? Oh no. They ticked the box and then they just got in their posh cars and drove away. A bad job well done. The father, he met the school straight away. Every single word you said to my son. Are you pleased with yourself? Well, I'm not. If I told you you'd done a terrible job, that would be too high praise. I've been telling you for 2 years about the bruises and the injuries. 8 weeks of absence, not an eyebrow raised. Well, my time's coming to an end now, he informed them. Reminding them that in 2 years they hadn't even sent him a report. Let him know if the children are right or not. For 6 months of the last 2 years, the 3 of them have been homeless. Did they let the father know? No, they shit. Not a single word did they ever send. Protectors of children, don't make me laugh. Joint abusers, that's what they are. If evil exists when good men do nothing, when scum do even less than that, there's a sentence things need to be finished. That's when the abuse occurs. This is an isolated incident. What the hell is happening to this country when the lambs are led to the slaughter? So many injuries to his son. So much emotional abuse of the daughter. They were coming home from school and being sent straight to their rooms in any case. Mummy's got to work all through the night was the refrain. If Mummy works from home, how come she's got to leave you with your uncle? Or she goes to London and stays the night? Don't know if I should explain. I know that when she was young, she went through things no one should go through, especially not a young girl. But you ought to be a part of your own destiny when you grow up. It doesn't have to be hereditary. Don't make it such a bad world for everyone else. Because you can stop if you wanted to. You don't have to raise your hand and you don't have to land the blows. Do you think he didn't tell me you whipped him with a belt? And that's not the only thing that his father knows. If I wasn't dying, I'd have you in jail now. One for the fact you beat the children every time they go to the court and say they want to live with me. I'd be camped outside your door. That's what the man I'm singing about said. What's his name? I don't know for sure. When he knew the time was running out, he tried to get his affairs in order. Selling off everything he owned that wasn't nailed down. All those years have accumulated and then he thinks, well, there's no cash move machines in heaven. Everything seems so worthless now. The trouble is the economy's crashing. There's a war going on over in the east. And this way, it's going to be coming. There's going to be a whole lot of desecration before there's even a hint of peace. First thing he did was call in his best friend, daughter's godfather, and he said, I can count on you. Oh yeah, the best friend said, you can make me the sole executor of your estate. When you're gone, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Well, a year went by because of the false diagnosis. He just continue to live his life. Surely the health service can't be wrong, so even though I'm getting weaker by the day and wasting away, I'll be able to get better. And the BBC say 2,000 misdiagnosed cases and a scandal. And he gazes at what's not written in his letter. Got everything all stacked up as best as he could. And stacked against him are the odds. Like I said before, he said so many times, if it was just me, well, you know, let it be. But for what's happening to the children, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to strangle God. Just kept getting lower. The man, he just kept getting weaker every single day. Started blacking out as his diaphragm started packing up. Fell down the stairs, and for almost a whole day, there did he lay. February the 15th, he was awarded daily care. They're going to help feed you and wash you and do some physiotherapy. 50 weeks and 2 days later, he's not had one single visit. Oh, we got no care staff, you see. But what about all the tax and national insurance I paid week in, week out for 45 years? Don't you get it? The health service? It's just a Ponzi scheme. You pay in and you get nothing. It's just a dream. You see, the health service hasn't changed much in 1,000 years. Cut it out, cut it off, or give you some medicine invented by a scientist. With your disease, you got a life expectancy of 2 years. And it's a 2.5 year waiting list. I know he wrote a letter in of complaint. Saying, you see, I recorded the conversation so I can prove neglect. They just laughed in his face. And they said, oh, in England, unlike the rest of the world, you have to prove reasonable cause. Your tax is a bouncing check. Some of them are really good, but not enough to make a difference. That's the worst thing of all. He was in hospital once and he saw an 87-year-old man with dementia being bullied by 2 nurses. He couldn't believe it when the man got his telephone out and made a 999 call. Help me, he begged the police, they're hurting me. Oh yes, they were. Laughing and mocking him. Well, we're going to hurt you now, Arthur, they said, with a smile. police didn't come. Oh, you're in hospital. They said, we don't care. In any case, we're going to be beating our wives up for a while. Because there's nothing more corrupt than that. And that corruption spread to every force in the land. Racists and rapists dressed in blue. In every corner of this green and once pleasant land. Well, what can you do? The disease was going to kill him the same day in any case. Although the second heart attack that nearly took him out. But I don't drink or smoke, I know, he said to the cardiologist. I've been a vegetarian for 45 years, he said. I don't take drugs. What the hell is all this heart attacks about? Cardiac problems are 50% lifestyle and 50% hereditary, the lady replied. He wryly smiled. Well, if there's reincarnation, I'm going to come back and I'm going to live off of cream cakes. She looked him in the eye and said, if you'd smoked and had cream cakes, you'd have been dead a long time ago. How the myth breaks. He got lonelier and lonelier. The stress, you just couldn't get away from it. Not when your children are being hurt. He cashed in his pension plan and sent the money to what passes on paper as a mother. Said find them somewhere to live, use it as a deposit. He begged her. She used it and got them into a slum. In the worst part of town. We hate it here, Daddy, the children said to him every night. And the man in Mummy's bedroom, they make strange sounds. Two more guitars got sold. Oh, and a PA system as well. Well, I'm never going to play live again, he rationalized. He paid the money into a PayPal account. She must have been laughing to see her coffers rise and swell. You see, you can't explain just how irrational she is. He was warned before I took up with her. She's crazy, her cousin once said to him. And the things she did in Denmark to make ends meet after she lost her job and sold off everything she owned. Well, I'm the one to judge, and she certainly didn't do it on a whim. Shut the children off from all their family. Not just from their father, but even from everyone on her side. They never met their last remaining grandparent because she hates her own mother. She turned over the farm with two boys once, got in a row with the father, he had a heart attack and died. 2 uncles were in the place where they moved to. She moved those young children into the house. The boy earned money a bad way. Some men came and he quit town that night. They haven't seen him since that day. Uncle had to move to London suddenly. They said to the daddy one night. Some men came calling and the next morning he was gone. Well, let's not talk about it, the man said to the children. What was he going to say? It was more than a train the boy was on. He stayed there working as best he could, but his condition deteriorated oh so. Getting weaker by the day. Progressive bulbar palsy motor neuron disease. They told him. Paperwork's on his wall in front of him to this very day. It's a sick and cruel and twisted disease, that's for sure.